Welcome back to Bloodline Bikers, and today we've got the Rocket 3 and I'm going to be replacing the front brake pads on this Rocket 3. As many of you guys probably know, if you own a Rocket 3, these are a very, very fast and heavy bike. Therefore, these will wear your brake pads down much faster than your average normal small bike that is a lot lighter and does less harm on the front brake pads than, for instance, a heavy bike like this, especially because the front brake is obviously used more to slow this bike down, which, as many of you guys know, this bike is like a missile because of the amount of torque it has, so it catapults you. And obviously at high speeds, you need to be able to slow down. These are now wearing out, so it's time to get them changed. I'm going to show you how to do that on this Rocket 3R, and this has the Brembo calipers as well. So let's get onto it. So you're going to need a T50. Now, these are Allen key heads, but I don't like using Allen keys because they can strip the bolts. I do prefer to use the Torx to be able to remove them because I feel they're much better grip and they don't strip them out. I've always done that even in cars. Now, this is how you would remove the caliper. You'll take out the bolts, just take them out, just like that, just one out. And obviously these have never been changed at all. This will be the first time they're being changed in their life since coming out of the dealer. So this is the first brake pad change. You are going to want to slide the caliper off, and you can see they're the old pads. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to use a screwdriver to press back the piston. You want to do this with the old ones, not with the new ones, because obviously you will damage the pistons. You just want to make sure you turn them to push the pistons back. Otherwise, what will happen is if you don't do this now, you'll be using the newer ones to do it. Now, you can use a caliper spreader to do this as well. And then we're going to look inside the caliper, make sure it's obviously clean. If not, I'm going to be cleaning it out. But I'm just trying to spread this out at the moment. And you can see there, they are quite significantly worn. I know some people would leave that, but I'm not taking no chances, not on a bike like this. And then once you spread them out, you can then just take out your brake pads, just like that. They're fully out, and then we're prepared to put our new ones in. Now what we're going to do with this, we're just going to leave this to hang here a minute while we get our brake pads. So I am going to be putting on some of this, which is ceramic grease, on the new pads to stop brake squeal. And you only need a little bit for this, you don't need much. So I'm just going to put a dab of this on, just to stop brake squeal, because there's one thing I do not like is brake squeal on brakes. So I'm just going to slot these in, just like that. That's one in. Now we're going to put the other one in. We'll just use the tab of that again. Rub that over it. And we'll put that into here as well. Just like that. And what we'll do is we'll just push them back, just like that, to lock them in place. And then now that's the brake pads in. So then we'll just align them to the disc, just like that. And then we'll just put our bolts back in. We'll just tighten it down, just like that. And there you go. That's your new brake pads in on that caliper. Now we're going to move over to the other side, because obviously you've got two calipers, one on each side, because obviously this is where the maximum braking force comes from, is at the front. So we're going to have to do pads on the other side, and it will be the same thing again on the other side. Crack these off, like that. And this one has the ABS wire, so we have to be careful with that. It's got the ABS plug you can see here on the sensor side. And it is running over the brake hose. So when we take this off, we have to be careful not to snap that, because it's clipped on to the brake hose as well. Just take that one off, just like that. You'll see that's the other caliper out. Then we'll just spread these out. Then once they push back, you can then just dislodge them out. And you can see these are gone to literally on their limit. These have been had, and these are original. You can see there because they're original Brembo ones. So yeah, they were the originals. And then just put that down. Do the same thing again on these. Going to use our grease, ceramic grease, prevent any brake squeal. And once that's in, there you go. That's one in. Leave that to hang. We'll do our next one as well. Bit on that. Rub it in. Don't want too much on it. Now that's in. Just move them over. Then what you do is you relocate this onto your disc, just like that, and then put your bolts back in. I think what we'll do is, while the calipers ain't looking that bad right now, on our next brake change we'll give them a thorough clean and possibly a rebuild on them, because the Brembo calipers are not hard to rebuild and the kits are readily available, so I might end up rebuilding them. Depends on how much I'm planning on using it this year, but I don't think I'll use it that much. Now we'll just clip all this back on, all our ABS wire all round, because as you can probably see, it's come off. So with our brake hose, so now it's back on, just like that. Now, after renewing your brake pads on the calipers, you're going to want to now spread the pistons out. So you're going to want to press on your brake, because they're going to feel very flat until everything goes back into them. So you can see here I'm pressing it, and obviously for the first few miles you're going to have to ride very slowly to bed them in. And you can see now it's gone hard. It wasn't, it was coming all the way back. Just got to bed them all in, and when you start it, the fluid will start going through as well, which will make it a lot harder. When you ride it, just bed them in for the first 5 to 10 miles. Slowly, I wouldn't say to go at speed, because remember, your brakes ain't gonna be as effective as they were until they're completely bed in. Once that's done, then you can ride it however you feel. So there you have it. The brake pads have now been changed on my Triumph Rocket 3. I'm glad I managed to get all that done, the final drive, the front brake pads, because I've got a meet to go to with this, and quite far out. And I do attend a lot of meets on this bike. That's the main reason I use it. So I had to get that done before I start riding it. The rears don't need changing. As many of you guys know, the rear brake gets used less than the fronts. So the rears don't usually wear out as fast as the fronts do. And the front is what takes the most abuse. The rear doesn't really take much abuse unless obviously you're doing slow maneuvers or turning around. That's when your rear brake's getting used, or in traffic. But if you're going fast all the time, the front brake's always going to get used the most, more than the rear, so the fronts will always wear down quicker than the rear brakes. But if they do need changing, that'll be another video I'll show you how to do. But we've now changed the fronts. I'm over the moon, because actually tomorrow I've got an event to go to with this. Me and my son are going out together. He wants to get out on his speed triple. I'm going to be going out of this. I've got a show to go to with it, quite local, but I can't wait to go to that. And I've got another one next week with it, so I've got to clean it all up and get it all ready. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. And like I say, we've got a lot more DIY stuff coming up for a lot of the bikes going forward. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.